Have you ever flipped over a coin in your change and wondered, is this worth more than just 10 cents? What if I told you there's a 1986 American one-dime coin, yes, that little 10-cent Roosevelt dime, that could be worth thousands of dollars right now, and you might be sitting on one without even knowing it? Now listen closely, because we're not talking about any regular pocket change. We're talking about a rare 1986 Roosevelt dime from a U.S. Mint proof set that collectors are scrambling to get their hands on. And in today's video, I'm going to show you why this coin isn't just special, it's potentially worth more than a brand new car, a luxury vacation, or even your next rent payment for the whole year. This isn't just hype. It's a fact. Certain 1986 Roosevelt dimes, specifically those pulled from original proof sets, have shocked collectors and investors alike with their market prices. And I'm going to walk you through why that is, what makes these dimes so rare, how to identify the valuable ones, and, of course, how much they could be worth in cold hard cash. Let's break it down. The 1986 Roosevelt dime was struck at the San Francisco Mint for proof sets, and those coins are known for their mirror-like surfaces, deep frosted designs, and flawless finishes. Proof coins aren't made for circulation, they're made for collectors. But here's the catch: not all proof coins are created equal. Some are absolutely perfect, graded at the highest level by professional grading services like PCGS and NGC. And those are the ones that can bring in life-changing money. One of the biggest reasons a 1986 proof dime can skyrocket in value is its grade. A coin graded PR 70 DCAM, that's short for Proof 70 Deep Cameo, is virtually flawless under 5x magnification. That means not a single scratch, no haze, no spots, and the sharpest strike possible. It's like minting perfection. Only a tiny fraction of these coins make that grade, and that scarcity drives collectors wild. But wait, there's more. Not only does the grade matter, but so does the strike type, the cameo contrast, and even potential mint errors. If your 1986 proof dime has a strong frosted cameo effect, a deeply mirrored field, and zero imperfections, you're not just looking at a collectible, you're looking at a high-value investment. People always ask me, is it really possible for a 10-cent coin to be worth thousands of dollars? And the answer is an enthusiastic yes, especially when you're talking about one pulled from an original 1986 proof set and graded at the top-tier levels. There are examples of these coins fetching real money at auctions and private sales, and the numbers will blow your mind. So let's talk about the real dollars, because I know that's what you're here for. Some 1986 Roosevelt dimes in perfect PR 70 deep cameo condition have sold for as much as $2,200, and that's on the lower end of the high-value spectrum. That alone is already an incredible return for a coin that originally came in a cheap proof set. But here's the kicker. If the coin has exceptional eye appeal, is a low population piece, meaning very few like it exist in that grade, it can go for $10,000, $28,000, or even more. And in extremely rare and pristine cases, when the coin is a population of 1 or 2 at the PR 70 DCAM level, the prices can climb all the way up to an unbelievable $59,000. That's not a typo. That's $59,000 for a single 1986 Roosevelt dime from a proof set. You heard that right. One tiny dime, worth more than some new Teslas. This is exactly why it's so important to go back and check your old proof sets, especially if you inherited a collection or bought some at a garage sale, estate sale, or coin show. You might be holding on to a miniature fortune and not even know it. Here are some must-know tips to help you spot one of these high-value 1986 proof dimes. Number 1. Look for the S mint mark, which stands for San Francisco. That's your proof strike. Number 2. Check the surface. Do you see a deep mirror-like finish and strong frosted design? That's the cameo contrast. Number 3. If you think your coin looks flawless, send it in for grading, because only professionally graded coins get top market value. Number 4. Watch out for potential mint errors, like double dies, off-centers, or planchet flaws. Those rare mistakes can boost your dime's value even more. And finally, always keep your proof coins in their original packaging if possible and handle them carefully, ideally with gloves. Even the smallest scratch can downgrade your coin from a five-figure payday to just a nice collectible. Before you toss aside that old 1986 proof set thinking it's just a souvenir from the past, take another look. That one dime could be your ticket to $2,200, $30,000, or, if you're incredibly lucky, $59,000. We're diving deep into the incredible world of US coin collecting, and today, we're focusing on one specific coin that's blowing the minds of collectors across America, the 1993 American one dime from a United States mint proof set. A coin that's turning heads, breaking records, and putting serious cash into the hands of everyday people who never expected it. If you're a coin collector, a treasure hunter, or even someone with a drawer full of old coins, you cannot afford to miss this, because this is not your average Roosevelt dime. This is a coin with the potential to transform your proof set into a goldmine of hidden value. The 1993 Roosevelt dime, minted at the San Francisco Mint, was not made for circulation. It was struck solely for collectors, sealed in proof sets with incredible care and precision. These coins were specially treated, double-struck on polished dies, and intended to have flawless mirror-like surfaces and frosted designs, but not every coin came out perfect. That's the key. Only a tiny, elite few 1993 Roosevelt dimes from these proof sets have been graded at the absolute highest level, known as PR70 Deep Cameo, and when they do appear on the market, they cause a frenzy. Now let's talk about why this coin is catching fire in the collector world and why you should check your 1993 proof sets right now. Collectors across the country are desperately trying to get their hands on PR70 DCAM examples of this coin. That stands for Proof 70 Deep Cameo, the highest grade a proof coin can receive. A coin in this condition is considered flawless even under 5x magnification, with a strong frosted design and brilliant, deep mirrored fields. This level of perfection doesn't come around often, and that's exactly why the prices are going through the roof. Even more interesting, some of these coins have unique qualities: ultra-deep cameo contrast, razor-sharp details, and flawless surfaces that make them investment-grade assets, not just collector pieces. And yes, some of them are fetching unbelievable prices at auction houses and private sales. If you've ever asked yourself, how much could one little dime really be worth? Get ready, because this is where it gets shocking. Point one of the most stunning facts about the 1993 proof dime is the market range. Coins that are perfectly preserved and professionally graded are commanding anywhere from $2,100 to the jaw-dropping price of $55,000. That's not a fantasy. That's a real number based on collector demand, rarity, population reports, and actual sales records. Imagine holding a 10-cent coin in your hand that could pay off your credit card, your car loan, or even the down payment on a house. The reason behind such massive value? Population scarcity. The number of 1993 Roosevelt dimes graded at PR70 Deep Cameo is incredibly small. The fewer perfect examples that exist, the more aggressive collectors become. Add to that the increasing popularity of proof coin collecting in the US, and you have the perfect storm for skyrocketing prices. Now, how do you know if you've got one of these valuable coins? First, open up your 1993 US Mint proof set and look for the Roosevelt dime with the S Mint mark, which indicates it was struck at the San Francisco Mint. Next, examine the coin carefully. Look for a mirror-like background that reflects like glass frosted, high-contrast design elements, Roosevelt's head, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, zero blemishes, no scratches, no haze, and perfect edges. If your coin looks flawless, it's time to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Because only graded coins at the highest level will command the top prices. Raw coins, those not graded, simply don't reach the same market, and don't stop there. Some 1993 proof dimes even carry unusual traits or mint errors, double dies, planchet flaws, or design anomalies. If you're lucky enough to have a PR70 Deep Cameo example with an error, your coin could be one of the most desirable Roosevelt dimes on the market. There are real-world examples of collectors who purchased full proof sets for less than $10, pulled out a pristine dime, submitted it for grading, and got back a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. It sounds unreal, but it's happening more and more as people dig into their collections with fresh eyes. this is why so many collectors, and even investors, are paying attention. The coin market is on fire, and proof coins like the 1993 Roosevelt dime are leading the charge. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone with a few old proof sets tucked away in a drawer, now is the time to act.so. Here it is, plain and simple. That 1993 Roosevelt dime from a San Francisco proof set, if graded in pristine condition, can be worth $2,100, $10,000, $23,000, or, if it's among the best of the best, an astonishing $55,000, yes, $55,000 for a single dime. That's not a dream. That's the power of rarity, condition, and demand in today's collector market. So what are you waiting for? Go check your old proof sets. Look through your coin albums. Dust off that collection from the attic. You might be holding on to a treasure that could change your financial future. Today's video, I'm about to uncover the shocking truth about the 1996 American one dime that has collectors going absolutely crazy. This is not just a story about an old coin. This is a story about hidden treasure. And if you've got this coin sitting quietly in a plastic proof set, untouched for decades, you might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Now, before we get into the mind-blowing value, let's talk about why this coin even matters. The 1996 Roosevelt dime was struck at the San Francisco Mint and included only in official U.S. Mint proof sets. These coins were never meant to enter circulation. They were specially struck for collectors with a high level of craftsmanship, polished dies, multiple strikes, sharp details, and brilliant mirror-like surfaces. And the rarest ones? They're known as PR70 deep cameo coins, literally flawless, certified perfection. But here's the kicker, not every 1996 proof dime qualifies. In fact, only a microscopic fraction of these coins are ever graded PR70 DCAM by top-tier grading services like PCGS or NGC. That's what makes them super rare and extremely valuable. So what makes this coin so valuable? First, let's break down the collector language. A proof coin is struck with extra care. The surface is like a mirror, and the design features, like President Roosevelt's head, the torch, and the olive branch, are deeply frosted, giving the coin a dramatic contrast. That contrast is called deep cameo, or DCAM. And the absolute top grade a coin can get is PR70, which means perfection under magnification, no blemishes, no haze, no nicks, no spots. Now imagine a 1996 Roosevelt dime from a proof set, graded PR70 DCAM, one of only a few known to exist in that condition. That's when the value starts to skyrocket. Why? Because in the coin collecting world, perfection equals power. Collectors are constantly hunting for these ultra-rare, perfect-grade coins to complete their registry sets. And when the population of a coin in PR70 is extremely low, sometimes only 1, 2, or 3 in existence, the bidding wars begin. Coin dealers, investors, and collectors start throwing out jaw-dropping offers, and that tiny dime can turn into a serious payday. Let me be clear, we are not talking about a few $100 here. The 1996 proof Roosevelt dime, when professionally graded at the highest level, has been sold for some truly unbelievable amounts. This isn't a theory. This isn't a myth. This is happening in real auctions and private collector deals right now, and now, here's what you've been waiting for: the price that a 1996 Roosevelt dime from a San Francisco proof set, graded at PR70 deep cameo, can sell for $2,000 at the lower end of the high-grade market. That alone is shocking for a coin that came out of a $10 proof set. But when the coin is certified flawless, rare, and carries strong visual appeal, the value doesn't just go up, it explodes. In the most exceptional cases, when the coin is in immaculate condition and is part of a population of 1 or 2, meaning it's one of the very few known to exist in perfect grade, it can reach a stunning, life-changing value of $53,000. That's right. $53,000 for a single dime. 10 cents transformed into a car, a year's salary, or even a down payment on a home. And you might be wondering, could I have one of these coins? The answer is, You just might that if you've got a 1996 US Mint proof set, whether it's been in your family for years, bought at a garage sale, or found in a collection, now is the time to take a closer look. Open that case. Find the dime. Look for that S mint mark indicating it was struck in San Francisco. Inspect the surface. Is it flawless? Does it have that sharp, deep cameo contrast? If it looks perfect, it might be worth submitting to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Because only graded, slabbed coins in PR70 DCAM condition get the top dollar. And if your coin is one of those elite few, you could be staring at thousands, or even tens of thousands, in your hands. Now here's the best part. Even if your dime isn't worth the maximum, there are still opportunities. Coins graded PR69 DCAM can also fetch impressive amounts, often hundreds, even into the low thousands. Plus, rare mint errors, like double dies, off-centers, or die polishing issues, can raise the value even more. So here's what you should do next: go through your coin sets. Focus on the 1996 proof sets. Handle the coins carefully, use gloves if you can, and never touch the surface. Store them in a clean, dry environment. And if you think you've got something special, send it in for grading. You never know until the experts look at it. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby anymore. For many, it's become a real source of income, an investment opportunity, and even a side hustle. Coins like the 1996 Roosevelt dime are part of why this market continues to grow and attract more attention across the country. People are realizing that the value of a coin isn't about its face value, it's about condition, rarity, demand, and historical significance, and with the 1996 dime from a proof set hitting values like $2,000, $10,000, $25,000, and as much as $53,000, it's clear this is a coin that deserves serious attention. So don't let your proof set sit forgotten on a shelf. That small coin might be your big opportunity. Talking about the 1997 Roosevelt dime from the official US Mint proof set. This coin might look like any other 10-cent piece, but under the surface, it hides the kind of value that has collectors bidding like crazy and dealers scrambling to find flawless examples. If you've ever held on to an old US Mint proof set from the 90s, now is the time to go dig it out, because this specific coin has been making headlines in the coin collecting world and selling for shocking amounts at auctions and private sales. Let's dive deep into why this dime is suddenly in the spotlight and why collectors across the country are calling it a modern treasure. The 1997 proof Roosevelt dime was struck at the San Francisco Mint, which means you'll find the small S mint mark right beneath the date. It was never intended for general circulation. This dime was part of a limited-run proof set, created with precision and brilliance for collectors. The process involves multiple strikes using polished dies to produce razor-sharp details and mirror-like backgrounds, making these coins a cut above the rest. But here's the kicker: not all 1997 proof dimes are created equal. Some have flaws, even fresh from the mint. Others are nearly perfect. And then there's the Holy Grail, the PR70 Deep Cameo. That's the top grade a proof coin can receive, and it stands for perfection. No scratches. No scuffs. No blemishes under magnification. Just deep frost on the designs and stunning, crystal clear mirror fields in the background. Coins in this condition are so rare, they've become some of the most hunted and highest priced dimes in the modern numismatic market. Now why does this one coin, the 1997 Roosevelt dime from a proof set, hold such explosive potential? It's because of a little something called population rarity. Only a handful of these coins have ever been graded PR70 DCAM by professional services like PCGS or NGC. The supply is so tiny, and the demand so high, that when one of these perfect coins hits the market, bidding wars break out and prices go through the roof. But let's make something clear: if your 1997 dime looks flawless, you can't just eyeball it. You need to have it graded professionally. That's the only way to know if you've got one of these ultra-rare pieces. The top collectors, the investors, the ones shelling out big bucks, they only go for certified coins. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets exciting. A professionally graded, PR70 Deep Cameo 1997 Roosevelt dime from a proof set can sell for as low as $1,500 on the conservative side. But if the coin is absolutely flawless, ultra-rare, and lands in the top percentile of perfection, especially in a market where demand is climbing, it can command a jaw-dropping value of $69,000. Yes, you heard that right. $69,000 for a 10-cent coin that most people overlook. That's not a rumor. That's the real-world result of scarcity, quality, and collector obsession colliding in the coin market, and that's why you need to check your collection right now. Do you have the 1997 US Mint proof set? Go find it. Open it carefully. Look for the dime with the S mint mark. Don't touch the surface with your fingers, use gloves if possible, because even the tiniest smudge could mean the difference between a high grade and a lower one. If your coin looks absolutely flawless, shimmering with deep cameo contrast and perfect fields, it may be worth getting it graded, but here's the bonus: even if your coin doesn't hit PR70, it might still bring in serious money. PR69 Deep Cameo dimes from 1997 can still command hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on the market. And let's not forget that coins with unique errors, like die cracks, double strikes, or planchet anomalies, can be worth even more when paired with that stunning proof finish. So what do you do next? You send your coin to PCGS or NGC. Get it slabbed, graded, and authenticated. That slab is your key to unlocking top dollar sales in the collector world. Let me give you some real context. In recent auctions, proof coins from the late 90s with PR70 grades have sold for the price of a car. That's how competitive the modern coin market is. Investors, collectors, and even dealers are all battling for a piece of this microscopic slice of perfection. That tiny dime might be the most valuable thing in your safe right now. And this isn't just for hardcore collectors. Even beginners, even casual hobbyists, even people who inherited coins from a relative are discovering life-changing value in proof coins like this one. It takes just one coin to flip the script. Just one tiny piece of polished metal to put you on the map. So go look now. Don't wait. That 1997 Roosevelt dime from a San Francisco proof set could be your hidden jackpot. And if you don't look, someone else will. This is your chance to turn 10 cents into thousands, maybe even $69,000, depending on condition, grade, and demand. If you found this video valuable, make sure to hit that like button, share it with friends and family, especially those who have proof sets collecting dust, and subscribe for more powerful videos on rare US coins, modern treasures, and insider coin market secrets. The next coin we cover might be one you already own. Keep checking your coins. Keep checking your change. And remember, your next massive payday might be hiding in a proof set right now, waiting to be discovered.